And welcome to episode 143 of Movies and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Marcus.
And this is the review show that reviews genre movies from the beginning sometimes. That was the intro, right?
Yeah.
That was it.
You did a great job.
And today, we are covering another Western movie. As we go, we're covering the 1993 release of Tombstone.
Tombstone!
This movie was directed by George P. Cosmatos? Written by Kevin Jarre. Produced by James Jacks, Sean Daniel, and Bob Mizorowski.
How do you see this? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Sure. Mizero? How do you go from Bob to that last name? What is that?
It's Misero, because there's no R in there. So it's got to be Mizorowski.
Missiro? No, because I feel like the I and the O would sound different, right?
Mizorowski. Who cares?
Can't click on us. Who cares?
Yeah, the guy doesn't even have a link.
Next.
This movie stars Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton, Powers Booth, Michael Bean?
Oh, probably Ben.
Bine?
Oh, Bine, probably, yeah.
Charlton Heston.
Wait, what?
Charlton Heston.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry, what? What?
Yeah.
What? Planet of the Apes, Charlton Heston.
Yes.
Take your stick it. Charlton Heston. He was in this fucking movie?
Yeah.
What? What did he play?
Henry Clay Hooker. I don't
know. I see that, but what character was that?
I don't remember, actually.
Like, holy fuck, he's in this movie? Wow. To be fair, this movie has a lot of names and faces in it.
It's got a star-studded cast.
Like, I was surprised with some of the... It had Earl from Walking Dead, whatever his name is. Michael Rooker, I think, right?
Well, I didn't get that far, so...
I know, but like, I was like, Charlton Heston? He's that far down in the list.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, he was only a bit part. I think he was, like, the rancher.
Maybe? Okay, so Henry Clay Hooker was a prominent and wealthy rancher during that...
I know, he was the rancher that they dropped Doc Holliday off in when he was sick. Yeah, he was that rancher guy, the guy that
wow.
Yes.
What a role. Hold on, I'm at that scene right now. I gotta see this real quick. Like, holy shit, TJ.
Yeah, it's at the end.
Yeah. I think the third act area, right?
Yeah, right. So where Wyatt is going after the last of the cowboys.
Holy shit. Like, holy shit. Sorry. Okay, like, wow.
Yeah, like, very starstruck with this.
It's Charlton Heston, man.
Yeah, he was also Charlton Heston when you watch it. You didn't notice him.
No, because he's old as f***. Wow, it is him. Wow. Now, to be fair, by that point in the movie, I was just like, f***ing end. Like, just, for an hour 40 at this, let's get this thing over with. But like, wow. Okay. Continue.
Okay. Charlton Heston, Jason Priestley, John Tenney, Stephen Lang, Thomas Hayden Church, Dana Delaney, Paula Malcolmson, Lisa Collins, John Philbin, Dana Wheeler Nicholson, Joanna Pacquiao, Michael Rooker.
Oh, Pacquiao?
Joanna Pacquiao.
I'm thinking like Pacula.
No. Pacula, whatever. Who cares? Michael Rooker, Harry Carey Jr.,
Harry Carey.
Billy
Bob's in this?
Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, he was the bully in the beginning that took over the one bar. He was the card dealer, and then Wyatt comes in and takes the bar from him.
That wasn't him.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Right in the beginning.
No, are you talking about the way he comes back with shotgun?
Yeah, that's Billy Bob Thornton.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Because he was like fat and like, or fat, not fat, but like, hold on. Hold on, TJ. I'll go that scene. Hold on. Hold on. Is it the scene where they're all there, or is it just him?
Well, I think Wyatt walks... When they first get into Tombstone, he walks across the...
Oh, shit, it is him!
Yeah!
He looks healthy here. Because he's so thin nowadays. Granted, he's older, but like... Holy shit! Holy shit! Okay. Continue.
Tomas Arana, Paul Ben Victor, Frank Stallone, Robert John Burke, Billy Zane, John Corbett, Buck Taylor, Terry O'Quinn... Peter Sherayko?
Yeah.
I guess this is real Wyatt Earp III as Billy Claiborne.
That's pretty cool.
And Robert Mitchum.
Robert Mitchum.
Yeah, I mean, star-studded cast. So
It really is. Sadly, most of them aren't used to great effect, but
no, this is very much a Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer movie.
completely fine.
Yeah. Where we want to go from here? That was the credits. This movie was released on Christmas, 1993. It is
Christmas, American Christmas?
Christmas Day, December 25th, 1993.
I don't know. There's other Christmases, so I just figured.
It is 2 hours and 10 minutes. And you want to do the behind the scenes or the box office?
It's the box office. Yeah.
This movie had a budget of $25 million and made $73.2 million, making a financial success. Just since we're going into the box office, excuse me, let's see here. It has 72% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I found interesting. That was actually that low.
That's higher than I expected. Because I remember, well, not that low, not high, because like I guess this is a very much acclaimed movie, right?
Yes.
I hear nothing but like, oh, Tombstone and Unforgiven are the two westerns you gotta watch.
Yeah.
Besides the good and bad trilogy, right? Like it's the good and bad trilogy, and then those two, and everything else is shit, right?
Well, I would argue The Quick and the Dead's an awesome western movie.
Fair. I guess some John Wayne ones, but
yeah,
of the '90s, this was
Quick and the Dead was the '90s.
Yeah, well, those two are up there. This Quick and the Dead, and Unforgiven.
Yes,
like
this film is apparently as a cult classic since its release.
Really? Well, I guess what people TJ and I disagree with that most likely. So sorry.
I get why people would like it, but
yeah, yeah, it's okay.
All right, box office.
Box office sits. So you said 70-something million, right? 73 million, whatever.
73.2 million.
Well, the websites I go to don't give me worldwide box office for that movie besides for the number one. Everything else is just domestic. So we're going to do the domestic numbers. So it did land a top 10 for you, right? It said, or whatever, top whatever.
I'm sorry?
It landed a top 20 worldwide. Well, I guess domestically, it made $56 million and made at number 20. Over Three Musketeers at 21. And under Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, at 119 with $57 million.
Wow, and also Sister Act 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would rather watch Sister Act 2 than Tombstone.
Still, that movie is garbage.
I never, to be fair, this year of movies, wow.
Like I would argue, the original Sister Act was garbage, but that's cult following kind of kind of good kind of thing. But the sequel is just plain garbage.
You're offended. So Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, if you don't know, people. Showgirl Dolores Van Cartier returns as Sister Mary Clarence to teach music to a group of Catholic students whose rundown school is slated for closure.
All you need to know is Whoopi Goldberg's a nun. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, but it's like very 90s.
Very, very 90s. And it's a sequel to a very 90s movie.
It really is. Oh, man. There's so many good movies in this list. I'm not going to even read the description of every movie in this list. We're doing 2031 because I don't think we're coming back to this list anytime soon.
I don't think we actually done this list before.
Oh God, man! So at number 18 with $58 million domestically, we have Demolition Man.
I know. All those movies are the same to me. I don't know which one is which.
We got Rob Schneider. We got Sandra Bullock. But we have the two main people, Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone, where he's frozen and playing in the future. Okay.
Against Wesley Snipes. So
yeah, okay, yeah. It's that one.
The Three She-Shells, man. This is...
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Love that movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I'm not going to describe it. At number 17, we have Rising Sun of $63 million. I guess that's...
I don't know what that is. Samurai movie?
Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes? I can't tell by the picture. Sean Connery is someone else. And I think it is Wesley Snipes. When an escort girl was found dead in offices of a Japanese company in Los Angeles, detectives Webb Smith and John Connor act as a liaison between the company's executives and the investigating cop, Tom Graham.
What is that called?
Rising Sun.
I like Sean Connery.
So do I. It looks like Wesley Snipes. Hold on. Or am I just being racist? Copy, paste into... Man, I miss the 90s. Just those movies, man.
Early 90s, not late 90s.
Yeah. No, this was Wesley Snipes. Why, he got two movies back to back. That's good on that, man. Good on that, man. I did see some of this movie. It's okay. It's not bad. Rising Sun. At number 16, we have a movie called Dave. $63 million.
I don't know what that is either.
That's the John Travolta one. This is a good one too. An uncanny presidential lookalike named Dave is recruited by the Secret Service to become a momentary stand-in for the President of the United States. It's like a comedy.
Don't know that one.
Really? It's fairly good, actually. What's his name? Kevin Costner? Not Kevin Costner. Maybe it's Kevin Costner. He was in Wild Wild West, opposite of the black guy.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Even this is even the period where I watched movies and I don't know any of the actors' names.
It's a good movie. It's fun. It's lighthearted. Good comedy. Kevin Kline. That's it. It's Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
Sorry. It's good. Again, it's good. Actually, it's enjoyable. Watch it. At number 15, Cool Runnings made $6 to $8 million.
Classic.
Jamaican bobsled team, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, right. At number 14, Grumpy Old Men, $70 million.
Classic.
Yep. 13, Groundhog Day, $70.9 million.
Bill Murray?
Uh-huh.
That's a 90s movie? Wow, I thought that was an 80s movie.
No, early 90s. So I guess you could say late 80s, early 90s. At number 12, Philadelphia, made $77 million.
I know of it. Never actually saw it, though.
Same. I feel like I should see it, but
Tom Hanks, right?
Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington, yeah.
I think also Will Smith's in this one, I believe.
I don't know. It's one of those dramas that,
AIDS, homophobia.
Yeah, it's all that stuff. So
it's supposed to be good. It probably didn't age well, so that's why I haven't watched it.
I mean,
I feel like it's one of these. I feel like it's the movie we're watching today. So it's good for the time.
Yeah, it might be one of those Oscar bait movies.
Yeah, I think it did, definitely, but I definitely think it did win something. I should watch it. It's only 2 hours. It's not bad. Number 11, Free Willy, $77.6 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, right, TJ? Free Willy. It's a killer whale.
That's a movie.
Yeah. This is a very 90s list, TJ.
That movie is only people don't remember that movie. They just remember Michael Jackson's song from that movie.
I was just singing to myself. It's a good song. I remember the kid and the whale jumping over him. That's about it.
I remember the entire movie. But that's because of just the way my brain works. But normal people don't remember that movie.
Let me read the synopsis for people who have not seen this, guys. This is a 90s movie. So when a boy learns that a beloved killer whale is to be killed by the aquarium owners, the boy risks everything to free the whale.
Yeah.
They know that was the plot. I know he frees the whale, hence Free Willy, but I didn't know why he was doing it. I thought he was just being...
Yeah, they were going to put the whale down.
Jesus Christ.
For some kind of... I think it was for financial reasons. I don't remember the motivation.
What? So to be fair, it's probably cheaper to kill a whale than release it.
It was typical kid movie bad guy shenanigans.
Yeah. Wow, that's stunning. At number 10, at $84 million, we have Cliffhanger.
That's a good movie too.
Never seen it actually.
It's
I see that. No, other one.
Sylvester?
Yes.
Stallone? Oh
yes.
Yeah, it's Sylvester Stallone. Cliffhanger. Yeah, it's a cheesy action movie, but it starts out with.
That's the part I've seen.
Where he drops them from the cliff. That's why it's called Cliffhanger.
Yes. So a botched manor heist results in suitcases full of cash being searched for by various groups throughout the Rocky Mountains. I
got that one confused with the Arnold. Was it the Arnold Schwarzenegger? Wait, maybe Cliffhanger was the one where the what's her name was his wife, and he's a spy.
You're thinking of Tarantino helped write that movie. I don't like this movie. And I'd watched this so many times. Tom Arnold's in it.
I think is it Arnold though?
Yeah, Something Affair. I think. Not Total Recall. It's a movie that it's a good movie, but I still don't care. James Cameron directed it.
Yeah, I can't freaking remember.
Something Affair. I think. Love Affair. No. Sixth Day.
Oh, fine. Wait, Arnold.
True Lies.
Yes.
That's what it is. No, that's a solid movie. It just does not. It's not for me.
I didn't know Arnold was apparently in Dave.
Well, which Dave? I think it's more than one Dave.
Oh, it says 1993.
Oh, probably.
It was only a cameo, but yeah, it says
possibly.
Yeah, he was in Dave. Yeah, it was True Lies. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Oh God, at number 9, Jesus, with $96 million. Remember, this is all for domestics. I probably adjusted numbers wise, but Schindler's List.
Oh,
yeah.
I actually never saw it. I don't need to see it though.
It's a one-time watch. It's really good, but it's definitely like a one-time watch. But hey, if you don't want to see it, I definitely get it as well. At number 8, domestically, we have The Pelican Brief. Made $100.7 million. The Pelican Brief. A law student uncovers a conspiracy, putting herself and others in danger. That's, who is that? Her face looks familiar.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't recognize it.
I haven't seen the movie. I hear it's good. The Pelican Brief. Julia Roberts and Denzel. Man, what a year for movies. These actors and actresses. God, TJ, what happened to Hollywood? Okay, at with $102 million, at number 7, we have a movie called In the Line of Fire.
That is such a generic name. That could be any action movie.
Secret Service agent Frank Horrigan, I guess, couldn't save Kennedy, but he's determined not to let a clever assassin take out
Why
this
is
president.
every action hero star named Frank?
Frank's a badass, no nonsense name, TJ.
Who's that star in? Which action hero?
Well, Clint Eastwood.
Huh?
Clint Eastwood. Scroll down. John Malkovich, Rene Russo, Dylan McDermott. Wow, these are 90s names. Gary Cole, Fred Thompson, and some other people.
Yeah, continue.
Indecent Proposal at number 6 with $106 million.
I know that movie.
Do you?
Yeah, that's where they offer the guy's wife, a guy, $1 million to sleep with his wife.
I never heard about this movie. Is it good?
That's what I think.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's what it said.
It's okay.
Okay.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember liking it fine.
Okay. That's fair. I don't think to that. Sleepless in Seattle made number 5 with $126.6 million. That's
I never saw it.
I think it's what's his face? Tom Hanks and
I don't remember who he played opposite.
Is it Renee? Not Renee. They were getting a lot of movies back in the 90s. Her name is Meg Ryan. It's a good movie. It's okay.
Classic romance.
Yeah. Oh, at number 4, we have a movie called The Firm, which made $158 million. Tom Cruise led movie. I think Gene Hackman might be in it as well. It's a solid movie.
Okay.
At number, what number is that? 4? So I guess number 3. At number 3, we have The Fugitive.
Wow, that's a classic too.
I know, with $183 million. Very good.
Harrison Ford, man.
And
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, good movie. Go watch it, guys. Number 2, we have Miss Doubtfire with $219 million.
Robin Williams.
R.I.P. And at number 1, the man that directed Schindler's List. It shows me the worldwide number and the domestic. So what movie could it be at number 1, 1993, TJ? Domestically, it made $357 million. Worldwide, it made $978 million. So almost $1 billion movie in 1993.
In 1993?
Yes. The guy who, like I said, he directed Schindler's List, which probably means nothing to you.
No, that means absolutely nothing to
He
me.
also directed E.T.
It's a Spielberg film?
Yes.
Oh, that's not... Wow. I was leaning towards an animated Disney film, but now I'm not sure.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
It's a franchise film, I'll tell you that.
Franchise film?
It's a franchise movie. I think it's the only franchise he's ever done, probably. Probably 2 franchises, I guess. But really, this is the franchise film. The trilogy, it stopped. It came back in the 2000s. It sounds like I'm f***ing with you, but I'm not f***ing with you.
Wait, Indiana Jones?
Oh, that is not a fair franchise film. No. Jurassic Park.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs, guys. It's great.
Yeah, duh. I don't know what I was thinking. Of course.
The movie holds up still. It's such a good movie. But yeah, that's the 1993 box office. A lot of bangers, man.
Not a single superhero movie in there.
Man, no. And I'm not upset about it either.
No, that was a good year for movies.
Yeah.
But, there was only like 4 different kinds of movies in that list. So.
Oh, you know what else came out that year? Number 33? Yeah, true. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh, the garbage one.
Yeah. So there's, I guess, a superhero movie up there somewhere.
I guess. Turtles in Time garbage.
Oh man. You don't want to see them go back to a 17th century Japan, TJ?
No, that movie was garbage.
Oh man. Okay, that's the box office. Back to you.
Behind the scenes. So there's not really that much to the behind the scenes, but apparently this movie was written by Kevin Jarre.
That name sounds vaguely familiar.
It was supposed to be his first job as director, but he was quickly overwhelmed by the job, and he failed to get shots for the schedule, and a month into filming, he was fired.
Oh man, that's sad, but also it's just not for everybody. Jar.
So apparently, Cosmatos, the actual director, came on, and he was like a hard director. Apparently, he had issues with a bunch of people, notably with cinematographer William Fracker. I don't know what the deal is. That's all it says. It says most famously with cinematographer William Fracker. The details of which I don't know, but apparently there's a lot of stuff behind that. But apparently, Kurt Russell also worked with the producer to pare down the script. They deleted subplots and emphasized the relationship between Wyatt and Doc Holliday in this movie.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of rewrote it. And then they also said that Russell stated that Cosmos was brought in as a ghost director, as a frontman, because Russell did not want to be known in that he was actually directing the film.
This film feels like all this shit has happened to it.
So
This feels like that kind of movie. Wow, that makes so much sense now.
So yeah, it's apparently that all that shit was going on.
Wow.
And apparently they were so focused on historical detail that everything, including the costumes, the props, and the scenery, were all so accurate in the highest detail, so they could go for authenticity. So much so that all the mustaches in the films were real.
This feels like that kind of movie. Like as I was watching this movie, man, thank you for saying all this. It just felt like it's a true love letter to the time period, the characters, and or I guess the people, the personas, the real people that are playing. It just felt like a love letter to that. It felt like also there were a lot of hands behind scenes trying to tell certain stories, and it didn't mesh well.
So yeah, so apparently all the mustaches were real except for John Tenney's Sheriff Behan, because he was contractually obligated to be clean shaven for a prior project.
They couldn't do the old Henry Cavill.
I mean, this was before that stuff.
I know, that would have been interesting to see that nowadays.
But yeah, so apparently he was the only fake mustache in the entire movie.
Nice.
And the only other real interesting thing of note was Billy Bob Thornton. All of his lines were ad-lib because all they told him was that he was a bully.
He was what?
That he was supposed to be a bully.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, just go be a bully, and he ad-lib all of his lines. So.
Oh, I like it.
So apparently, Siskel and Ebert did not originally review this movie because they couldn't get a screening.
Yeah.
And they weren't going to do it, but they kept hearing how good Val Kilmer's performance was, so they ultimately decided to do it. Where Ebert recommended the movie and Siskel did not.
Oh, okay.
Apparently there was another movie called Wyatt Earp that came out not long afterwards.
Yeah, I look into that, yeah.
And it didn't do as well, apparently.
I mean, I never heard of it until this.
Yeah, so makes sense. But yeah.
Which is crazy because, like, top 3 names in the movie: Kevin Costner, Dennis Quaid, Gene Hackman. You should know about that movie, I feel like. Bill Pullman's in this as well. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Jim Caviezel. Isabella Rossellini? That's a name I should know. Catherine O'Hara. Michael Madsen. Mark Harmon.
Why are you going through the names?
Jeff Fahey. Because these are names like you should know.
Well, I know who Mark Harmon is. Known for what, though?
What?
What are these names from? I missed that part.
Oh, the movie you just said, Wyatt Earp.
Oh.
Like, just that cast right there. Like, we should know about that movie. And, like, I've never heard of it until this thing.
Right, yeah. I mean,
even the director, Lawrence Kasdan, he helped co-write the Star Wars films: Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens.
Well, apparently it wasn't that great of a movie, so no one watched it.
I know, that's just crazy to me. That's all. Continue.
Well, when someone makes a bad movie, people don't watch.
Well, I guess, it won some awards. It won, I scrolled down to it. Damn it. It just gave so much fuel to your argument. So it won 3 awards. Let's do the good one, I guess. From the Spur Awards, which is a literary prize given annually by the Western Writers of America, of course. Best Drama Script. But the other 2 awards are from the Raspberries, TJ. Worst Remake or Sequel, and Worst Actor.
Well, at least they won an award. Tombstone didn't win anything.
Really?
Nope. All it says is that Val Kilmer got a nomination for Best Male Performance and Most Desirable Male in the MTV Movie Awards.
You know, that's fair. I want to call bullshit, but after reading that box office, like, makes sense.
So, yeah. That's it. Behind the scenes.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's it. Moving on, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we're going into the movie.
Trailers?
No, I watched this. I streamed this.
Oh, so did I. Movies it is, I guess, then, huh?
Yeah. It opens up with like a narration explaining about the
it doesn't it?
Yeah, about the Cowboys, I think they're called. The gang called the Cowboys who are overrunning the area.
Yeah.
And it's just an explanation of the Wild West at that time. And apparently the Wyatt Earp and his 2 brothers are coming to town, and they arrive in town and they look at themselves in a mirror, and it's a whole big family. And this is going to be a happy ending, right?
Wrong.
Essentially. So, yeah, essentially the first act is them coming to Tombstone and setting up and making money and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're trying to, because they are former lawmen? Or they're former something.
No, there's Wyatt Earp was a former law. I think they're all fine. It's weird because this is based on
real people
and real events, but it's loosely based, so it's not 100% accurate.
Like, this story will have the Battle of the OK Corral and shit like that in it, but to be fair, how accurate can you be from a thing that happened way back before proper documentation, I guess, although there was...
Well, it's funny. The OK Corral, it's funny you bring that up because apparently that gunfight only lasted a minute.
Yeah.
And in the movie it lasts like 5.
and it's a very famous thing apparently too.
Yeah, it's the most famous shootout in the
Old West.
Yeah. But you know what's even funnier?
What?
It didn't happen at the OK Corral. It happened like 6 doors down at some other place in some lot.
Of course.
So the OK Corral wasn't even the. It was like some store or something. It was called the OK Corral, but it wasn't actually happened there. So
yeah, this is like a loosely based biopic, I guess, or you want to call that where it is for a movie.
Yeah. So we get introduced to the Earp brothers.
Which they don't say that until like 20 minutes into the movie. So like, how do these guys know each other? They're just former partners? Like, oh, brothers. Oh.
Yeah. Now they mentioned it there in the beginning, I think.
But not like it took me longer than I should have realized that they were brothers. Like, oh, these guys, who the are these guys? Just friends? I don't know.
I got it right away. I don't know if it's because
really?
The movie I didn't know, maybe either the movie told me or I was just familiar enough with the subject matter.
It had to be that, because I was trying to pay like, who are these guys?
Yeah, because
they got wives and everything, but are they just friends?
So it's Wyatt, Virgil, and Morgan Earp, and they all have their wives with them who are superfluous in this movie. I don't know why this. I
think everyone's superfluous besides, like you said, Kilmer and.
But particularly Wyatt Earp's girlfriend. And the forced love triangle garbage in this. And I don't know if that's based on real events or not. It might be, but it was completely superfluous to the story.
It was upsetting, right?
It was to the point like his wife has a laudanum drug problem, but they don't dive into it really.
No.
And then he has a love interest that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then it's like now there's a triangle going on. I thought that was the worst part of the movie, honestly.
Yeah. No, a lot of it, like. I'm gonna say this now. It's my biggest criticism of this movie. There's a lot in this 2 hours that go nowhere.
Yeah,
there's a lot of characters like they do nothing with. There's a lot to this story that this should have been a TV show.
Yeah, this show drops a lot of plot points.
Yes, there should have been like an 8-episode series. There should have been like a few seasons. Who cares? But this should have been a long format storytelling of this thing. And
when the big things happen, it feels like it's rushed.
Yes,
like everything feels like it's pushed in. All right, we're slow. All right, 100 miles an hour.
But then you waste 20 minutes in a theater.
Right.
The Cowboys acting drunkenly. Don't care about that.
Right. Why is this? Why do we need to see these different plays? Like they set up. They also set up characters.
Yes.
That get killed off screen.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, then what was the point of that character?
Yes, which is fine, but which is fine if there wasn't so many characters. But there's so many people. It's like this should have been 4 hours. And
another thing that really stood out to me is they spend the whole movie building up the leader of the Cowboys.
Yep.
And then the real bad guy is the sub leader of the Cowboys. Yep. And we see him like 3 times throughout the movie, and it's like,
and you're saying exactly, and you're saying this, but and you're saying build up. That's in heavy quotations because the Cowboys are there in the background, but they're not really antagonists.
Yeah, but at least the head cowboy had screen time and lines. And
the one in red, right?
The one with the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, but yeah, he's like he's like you said, he does, but not really. To the point where he just dies, and the other guy's the main one we focus on.
Right, Johnny Ringo is apparently the guy. He's the main, supposedly the main bad guy, and he's supposed to be like this crazy outlaw monster that no one can beat, and they didn't show any of that.
Nope.
It's like we barely know this guy, and yet at the end of the movie, I know I'm skipping to the end of the movie right now. Doc Holliday, Wyatt asked Doc Holliday, "Can I take him?" And he's like, "No, I don't think he could take him." And it's like, what? He just killed 40,000 people
in a montage at that. But I think the main cowboy, he only had one scene where he was drunken in the public, and it was like, okay, this is
right. And it all builds up to the Wyatt going to take the Cowboys, and like you said, it's all done in a montage. Yeah. It's like, this is what we're leading up to, and we're done it in like 10 minutes, and it's like, well, did you run out of time or something?
Right? It's like this could have been a really good movie.
Anyway, so Tombstone's a town that has no walls, really. The Cowboys kind of run the town.
Yeah.
It's a new town. It's a bustling town. A lot of money's happening. And the Earps are there to make money and stay out of trouble because the mayor and everybody else are trying to get them to, like, be part of the law and get order. And then eventually it all builds up. And what's his name? Sam Elliott's character, Virgil Earp.
Virgil.
He's like, I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna be sheriff or marshal or whatever it is he decides to be, and he becomes things and he starts enforcing laws, and the Cowboys don't like that, and then we get to shoot out the OK Corral, which goes on for far too long, and then and that sets off a chain of events where Morgan Earp gets killed, which is historically accurate and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, you I don't think you mentioned the best part of this movie though yet.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Doc Holliday.
I was kind of saving them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the basic plot out of the way.
That's fine.
Yeah, because like I was coming to that. Like, so yeah, it sets up Chandler where Morgan gets killed, and that leads to Wyatt deciding to take on the Cowboys and killing everybody. But the big part of this movie is Doc Holliday. He is probably the best part of this movie, without a doubt.
He is the best part. I don't think they're not having a problem. Clearly,
and like people like obviously Val Kilmer's did a very good job on it, but like when you think of this movie, you think Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer and the relationship between the characters, but it's really just Val Kilmer's performance. Kurt Russell was I actually did not like his characterization in this. He was like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, and then, okay, I'm doing this now.
And I agree, because he only did it because, like, now I had to, because my brother just died, and
right,
I
and
want
it's
revenge, which is
so
fine, but they don't do much with that besides
right.
It's one note.
His characterization, he felt like annoyingly standoffish.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And I think probably a better actor could have portrayed that better, but it's just Kurt Russell being Kurt Russell, I felt like.
Right.
Whereas Kilmer came in, and the second he's on screen, he fucking chews it up.
Oh, yeah. But just to go back to Kurt Russell, he felt like a petulant child not wanting to do something.
Exactly.
Even though everyone's getting taken advantage of and stuff like that. He used to be a lawman and stuff, and I get he's retired, but like it just felt like he was just being stubborn for stubborn's sake, and it was annoying.
And maybe that was true to that person in real life. Maybe he was
maybe, but it was
annoying.
Not it's like I read the background of OK Corral, and it said that it was basically Virgil Earp that set everything off. Like he became that, and his brothers were there, sure, but
Virgil is Sam Elliott's character, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like even historically, I don't think it lines up very well. I think it was just a conflict they added in the movie for to be a movie.
Yeah, to Hollywood it up.
Right. I don't know. I just didn't like it. Anyway, okay.
No, I'm just
talk about it.
No, I was just praising Val Kilmer's character, Doc Holliday, because he took the character and made it alive and did stuff with it. Nothing crazy, but he just made him unique. And the second he's on screen, he's suffering from not syphilis, but he's suffering from some
consumption.
What is it?
Consumption.
Okay, suffering from that. So on screen, he's from the beginning to end, he's sick. When I first saw him, like, why is his makeup so bad? Like, oh, he's dying on us. And so from that to the end, like, he's reckless. He's man who knows he's dying, so he's got to do what he's got to do. He's doing what he wants. And goddamn, he's good at it, TJ. He plays off of every character well, whether it's Kurt Russell or the cowboy he with, and his girlfriend. He
is the most dangerous person in this film.
Yes, because he knows he's going to die, so he don't give a shit.
You could tell right from the beginning.
Yes.
And it would have been a good moment when like Doc Holliday goes off and kills the last cowboy because Wyatt Earp did it. And I didn't see that coming, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no.
So I was actually a little surprised. I thought it was going to be a showdown between Wyatt Earp and Johnny Ringo, but now Doc shows up and do it. But they didn't build up Wyatt enough to make it feel significant. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like he just montage killed like all of the cowboys, and we're supposed to think all of a sudden now he can't take this cowboy.
Yeah, it was truly just like, oh, this guy has so much plot armor, and he's just main character doing A B C D C shit. You don't feel for him at all. You know he's not in danger at all.
Right, now maybe if Johnny Ringo had beaten him a couple times or something, or wounded him and stuff, and he's like, I can't beat him, and then he's like, goes off to do it, and then Doc shows up, that would have been better, but that's not how they played it, and there's a good movie in here, it's just...
Oh, there's a very good movie / story in general, there's good characters, there's a lot of good in here, it's just mushed together in an okay film.
Yes. And I wouldn't even say it's smushed together because some of these things are dragged out. Some of these scenes are too long.
Yes. Again, I keep saying it, but maybe it's our 2000 brains thinking, what the shit's this? But our 2020. So we're 30 years removed from this movie. So maybe it's all that, all the content, all the other things we've seen. But also, I don't think so. I think it's just poorly paced.
It is poorly paced, that's for sure. This movie is too long.
Yeah, because when characters die that you care about, it's like...
Or it's either too long or too short, one or the other.
I think it's too short. I think it's too long for the movie that it is, but too short for the stories they could tell.
Right. So, like, either way, if you added or cut, you would get a better movie.
Yeah, because there's a point where he goes and recruits the gang members to his side. Like, that's something. There's a lot of good material here to do stuff with. And like, okay,
well, not even that. There's a point where they killed the bad guys go after the wives of the Earth.
Yeah,
and then some cowboys just show up and say, "Yeah, that's too far. We're on your side now." It's like, what?
No, that could be deep. We could do things with this, guys.
Yeah, you could like build this up a little bit more and show them not like becoming more monstrous or whatever. But no, this just happens now.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you're telling me. I guess it happens then, huh? And then the cowboys face each other later, and they die. It's like, I think I should feel something for this, but they don't care.
How can I feel about characters that I don't know their names?
That, like, oh, I know that face, and I feel like they all know each other, but who was that?
Yeah, what was that character's name again?
I feel like one of these characters, I think Sandman, whatever his actor's name, I think he was Billy the Kid, I think, maybe. It's like, was that Billy the Kid? Or was that someone, like, these are real names we should know, but I was like, I don't care.
Like, if it wasn't a particularly famous name from history, I didn't know that character's name.
Exactly. And there was a scene where they killed the guys by accident, and there's that funeral. They march the guys' caskets and shit through the town. It happened in real life. Great. But, like, I should feel something here. But it's just a guy who, like, really wanted to pay homage to history, so they made it happen. But it's like, I have nothing to feel here. It's just upsetting.
Yeah.
Like, the only character I even give a shit about was Doc Holliday. Like, he made this movie.
Yeah, I mean, he did make this movie. But, like, even his plot, like,
yes,
he has a girlfriend in this movie, and she just disappears halfway through the movie.
Yep.
It's like, what happened to her?
It's like, I don't know. Like, why is she not at his deathbed? Like, what's going on, guys?
Right. It's like they have so many characters that they didn't finish plot stories for, and then it's like, okay, I guess we're following this character now. We were supposed to forget that other character ever existed.
Yep. And then it just ends with them dancing in the snow. Okay, okay.
Not only that. Apparently, Wyatt Earp didn't get paid to kill all the cowboys.
Okay.
Now he's broke.
Yeah.
And he goes to her and says, "I have nothing to give you." And to the other lover, he left his wife, by the way, because we didn't see that part. Not only did he leave his wife, but apparently she died of an overdose, according to the end narration. So
this is dramatic ass shit we should be watching, man. We should be feeling for these people.
Like, yeah, we should have at least seen that scene or something. But she apparently died off screen back there, and now he's broke with nothing left. So he goes to the new love interest, and she's like, "Don't worry about it. My family's rich. Happy ending." La 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 la.
I think the tone for this movie, it's like everything in this movie should be like, I hate melodramatic shit, but I feel like the things they're giving us should be melodramatic, more just like heavy, and it's like too upbeat and PG-13, I guess. Not saying I think it should be R, but it should be like a harder PG-13, I feel, because there is blood and shit in it, but it's just like, this is heavy tones we're dealing with, guys.
Is this movie PG-13?
Probably. Maybe it's R, but it just feels PG-13.
You know, that should really be in, like, their wikis, like, what these movies are rated, and it never is.
No, it's always in IMDb. But you're right, it should be in the wikis.
I don't know why that's not a big part of it.
Because it does matter.
Yeah, it does.
Especially if I want to show my child something. Is that movie, whatever the hell? Tombstone, 1993. This movie is rated. It's rated R.
Well, it's not R enough.
No.
Because...
not at all.
Like, you're right. It has a constant feeling of levity to it. When it's shut in, which brings down the melodramatic scenes, where the whole movie should feel heavy, except in the moment of levity. The levity should bring it down.
Exactly.
So that when the harder scenes come, it hits harder.
Yes.
But they don't do that.
No, it feels like a TV movie with some blood in it. It's like, this, no. I should be crying for these characters. I should be like torn between who I should root for right now. Something, because these are all, even the bad guys are still people we should care about, like, because they're all people, like, that happen and have stories.
Right, I should know the bad guy's name.
Yes, and like why they're bad guys and why they're pissed off.
And the
at
only
gangs
reason
and
why
shit.
I know the gang's name at all is because they have such a generic gang name.
Exactly.
But that's not the writer's fault. That's
No.
the actual name of the gang.
Yeah.
So that's just history. But still, such a generic name that it's hard to forget the Cowboys.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, this movie, like, it felt like it knew what it would want it, but it just did not hit any marks it wanted.
No.
Besides Kilmer being a great actor in this movie.
Which, I always thought of him as a bad actor.
Same.
But he's actually surprised me in this movie, so maybe I don't know what he's been in, actually.
He's been in a few things.
Other than Batman.
Well, he's good in that, too. He's like the best Batman.
No, he's not the best.
Yes, he is. He can kiss my butt on that.
He is not.
He is. I'm sorry. He's the best Batman.
He is not the best Batman.
He is the best Batman.
He's
the best live-action Batman. Kiss my ass. He's a Top Gun. Of course, obviously, both movies.
Oh, he's in Willow.
Oh, yeah, he is in Willow. He was pretty good in that, too.
He was really good.
Yeah, didn't care for the movie, but he was good in that movie. Forgot about that. He's been in a lot of things, DJ.
Yeah, he's been. I'm just kind of scanning what he's been in.
Gruber, he plays the bad guy in that. Love that movie. Gruber. Battle Tenet.
But I don't recognize a lot of these movies.
You have to go back down to the 90s stuff to get to his shit.
I did. I recognize Top Gun, Willow. I don't.
Billy
Apparently he played Jim Morrison in The Doors.
Yes.
I don't know that. I never seen that movie.
Tombstone.
He apparently played Elvis Presley in True Romance. He played a lot of historical figures, apparently.
He was in Heat. Batman Forever, Heat. The Island of Dr. Moreau.
I never seen that movie.
You know what? I'm looking at his stuff. I feel he's got shafted on a lot of roles. I think, because he's a great actor. I think he would have been better in modern day cinema. Probably not modern day cinema. Maybe modern day cinema, right? Or maybe a better manager, agent.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking ahead the movies, and I haven't heard of a lot.
Same. This is sad.
There's a lot of stuff here, but
nothing's sticking out.
His biggest role has to be Batman.
Wow, that's crazy. How do you, there's got to be roles before that made him get that, because how else would he get that, right? And like you said, Willow, Top Gun.
I guess Willow and Top Gun.
The Doors.
The Doors, yeah, those are probably what got him.
And Tombstone, huh?
Yeah.
I think Tombstone was probably what solidified, make him Batman, make him Bruce Wayne, probably.
Probably, yeah. But no, Batman came out 2 years later, so yeah, it was probably Tombstone.
It had to be the one, this guy gets it. Because Wings of Courage, I've heard of it, I've never seen it, because I don't know what it's about. The Real McCoy, Thunderheart, maybe? Again, these are things I haven't heard of, but I feel like they probably are something.
Yeah. I don't know, because I never heard of these movies, and if you never heard of the movies, they're not that
Top Secret. That's a movie. It's a comedy, so that's something, I guess.
I mean, that was his first movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, same. But yeah, either way, whatever the case is, he
did a good job in this movie.
Unless he did a good job because everyone says a mediocre job, but because he just came in and just he was something in this.
No, he was believable that he would kill the guy at the end.
Yes, yeah, he's
the gunslinger. When he showed up, I was like, oh well, that's different. Well, I guess Johnny Ringo's dead.
Yeah. I love the scene where the gunslinger, they're at the bar and the gunslinger is showing off his skills, and he just takes his coffee cup and just swings it around
Ray does the same thing with a mug. It's
so good. He's the best part of this movie. I always say just watch a highlight reel of his role in this movie. But yeah,
and this movie is way too long.
Yeah,
especially if you're not into westerns.
I think even if you are into westerns, it's way too long. So I like westerns. I think.
Yeah, I know, but I would recommend this over 3:10 to Yuma.
Ooh, I wouldn't. Oh, which one? Which 3:10?
The new one.
I don't recall how I feel about that movie.
That's the one with Russell Crowe.
I know. I remember that.
It was bad.
Our problem was because we were comparing it to that damn story.
That was, that was bad. I mean, because the original wasn't that great either.
No.
It was fine, but...
Yeah, I remember our problem being the further these got away from the story, the worse they got, right?
Yeah.
But I think I would rather watch that 3:10. Maybe not. You're right. I don't know. They're both okay movies, I guess.
I think the next Western we're going to have to cover is going to have to be Unforgiven.
I want to watch that, but I don't want to be upset about it now because, goddamn, TJ.
Yeah, I know, but, we set out for a purpose and we still haven't found a purpose here, so...
Oh, we have it. But our purpose right now is we got to rate this damn thing, so... Okay, I'll give my rating for this first. This is a strong 5 at best, solely because of Kilmer carries this movie. If he wasn't in this movie, I would probably give this a damn 3.
Yeah, I was like, I can't give it below a 5.
No, and it's not higher than a 5.
No, but I can't give it higher than a 5 either.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that great of a movie.
It's not.
It doesn't hold up, at least by today's standards.
No.
This movie is too long, and there's too many plot holes, and there's been too many good things to come out since this to really be like, say this is great Western that
And you know what?
everyone should see.
There were a lot of good movies that year alone. Alone. So it's like this movie had a lot of material it could have gave us, and it gave us.
You said The Fugitive, and I want to go watch The Fugitive.
Right?
U.S. Marshals. I want the sequel.
Exactly.
Wesley Snipes. They're both fantastic movies.
Great movies. The Cool Runnings came out there. I want to watch Cool Runnings. Don't watch that again.
Cool Runnings. Yeah, Cool Runnings is good. Good kid.
Sister Act 2.
No.
Now I'm just talking.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but this movie is just okay. It's an okay film at best. At best, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's an average movie. Maybe an above average Western if you're into Westerns, because I can see people getting into the history of it and really liking the sets and the characters and stuff like that, because the character interactions, especially with Doc Holliday, are really what saved this movie. So I can see someone really getting into this movie if they love the genre.
I'll be a devil's advocate and say, like, I don't see that, because I feel since people know so much about it, they'll see what they're referencing, but like, oh, but you didn't do anything with the thing, or that's not the thing, or that. So I think a story might be more critical to it, if anything.
I'm not talking about like historical fanatics, like I'm talking about people who love Western movies, who really like there's 1,000 movies with Wyatt Earp in it.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. If they're familiar with the movies of the kind of story of this, not the actual history.
That's fair. I don't see it, but I guess you could say that.
Because honestly, if you're a historical nerd about like the West and stuff like that, I don't think any Western movie is going to really do it for you. No. So
unless it's like a 10-hour biopic on one character alone,
like one of these like based off of events kind of movies, at least.
Yeah.
So, oh man.
So would you give this a 5 as well?
Yeah, I couldn't give it more or less.
No, I feel I could give it less, but I think I'm only giving it a 5 because of Val Kilmer's performance.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, now that we did it, it is done.